Hi, wait, oh, please don't panic. Sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up like this. I'm so sorry to barge in here like this. I just, got myself in a bit of a tight situation at work tonight, and I kind of need to hide out here, if that's okay. Oh, wait, gosh. We have to be quiet, though, because they're still after me, I think. Who? Oh, the bad guys? You're not one of them, right? No, you look like a good guy to me. I don't know if I'm allowed to flirt on the job, but, I'm glad that, you're being so kind and understanding. Is it alright if I stay here for just a little bit longer until they, stop looking for me? I'm really sorry to bother you. Well, hi, what's your name? It's nice to meet you. I gotta say, you are a very cute sight for sore eyes. Yeah, it was a long night tonight. I'm glad that I can take a little break here. Were you, I don't mean to interrupt you in your home. Are you okay with this, really? Do you live alone? Or with anyone? Oh, alone. Okay, oh, at least I'm not bothering anyone else. Okay. No, don't worry about me. I'm just gonna stay quiet and out of the way. But if you don't mind, it might be a few hours that I'm here. Well, sure, if you're up for it, and you're up already anyway, I would love to chat. Tell me, where am I right now? To be honest, I just jumped into the first window that I saw. So sorry about that still. Okay. Oh my gosh. No, I think this is really far from home for me. Don't worry about that. I can get back though. Yeah. Okay. Tell you what happened? Oh my gosh, I don't even know where it went wrong. Everything was going totally fine, and then all of a sudden, this alarm goes off, which should not have happened, okay? Because I made sure that everything was off before I entered the building. But someone must have manually triggered it, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it had to be someone triggering it. Does that mean that they were following me for longer than I knew? Not that that's your problem. Sorry. That's really worrisome, though. My God, how did they track me? But we should be fine here. Don't worry. Do you think that I have a tracker on me? I don't think so. There's not much room in here for anyone to stick anything. It's pretty skin tight. There's no way. I wonder how they found me. what was I doing in the building? You know, I am supposed to be saving people who are in danger. But I do admit that maybe it was a minor danger tonight. Someone had just said at the art museum that their security was a little light, so I thought I would go in and just enjoy the art. I'm so sorry that I had to say that to you. I just couldn't lie to you, but it was harmless, I swear. I just wanted to see the museum when it was empty and there weren't any people in there. But I guess it's also the same night that these criminals were plotting to steal one of the pieces. Lucky me. But don't worry, I'm totally gonna catch them. I don't want you to think I just left the job. Especially when I kind of wasn't doing my job initially. However, it all kind of worked out anyway. But, I saw the piece of art they took, and it's huge. There are only a few places in the city where they could hide it. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to track them easily. I just need them to have a sense of security that I'm gone and not in their way, and then I will go and make my move. Yeah, you know, crime fighting is not as fast as it seems in the movies. It's a lot of waiting around and camping. Just trying to make sure that everything I do is gonna succeed. I just know that if I kept chasing after them like this, it just wouldn't have ended well. They were very, very large and very, very angry and had very big guns. And, you know, I only have these, so I gotta be a little bit more strategic. This is not what you asked me at all. I don't even remember the question anymore. Yeah, I was just, lucky, I guess. Very lucky tonight. Did I mention that you're pretty cute? I don't know if that's okay for me to say, but I'm glad that you're the one whose window I completely broke into. Sorry. I will have to make it up to you one day. Are you sure? You're so kind. Well, now that you mention it, maybe we should go get food. Like now, right? You're gonna feed me? Shameless? I will own up to that. Perhaps. But, won't you feed me? What am I hungry for? Well, first you're not gonna, like, pretend to feed me, but then come back with, like, a weapon and turn on me, right? Alright, trust issues? You just never really know in this job. I'm kind of new at this, so I shouldn't have told you that. I shouldn't have told you that. I'm a professional superhero. I'm not still in training at all. I'm very yeah. Well, I'm so sorry this was what your first time meeting a superhero was like. You know, we are human too. It does get a little lonely sometimes having to hide my identity all the time, but clearly that has already been ruined for you. You know exactly what I look like. Yeah, no, it does get lonely, especially being behind a mask. It's like you can hear everyone talking about you positively, which I'm so grateful for. And knowing that you have helped so many people, that feels really good. But it's like a really weird experience to like be out in the world as myself and no one recognizes me or knows me, and there's just this really big distance between how people feel about me in like the media or something, like in that conceptual sense, and at the same time I don't really receive any of that treatment or like corresponding treatment when I am out and about, because I am myself. So sometimes that can be lonely. Don't get me wrong, I really, really value that I can still have my privacy and, you know, just be a normal person. But it is a lonely feeling, and I'm not really sure who I can tell all these things to. So I guess I'm just blabbering it all out to you, the first person who asked me how I'm feeling. You'll keep it a secret, right? Promise. Okay. Good. Let's shake on it. Good. Well, how about you? You live alone, you said? Is that ever lonely? Oh. Yeah. But it's also kind of powerful, right? You did all of this by yourself. You live in a really nice place. A nice bed. Yeah, you know, that makes sense that you have trouble sleeping sometimes. I am normally, very intentional about being quiet, so you must have not been in such deep sleep if I woke you up. What would I have done if you didn't wake up? I don't know. I think I would have maybe tried to leave out of your front door, hide in the staircase in the hall or something like that. I definitely never meant to intrude and overstay in your space or at all. So this is new for me, but I promise I'm not a freaking weirdo. I wouldn't have just stayed in here. I was just looking for an exit and somewhere to hide. Thank you for leaving your window open. I can see how that's very disturbing though, and I'm so sorry that once again I'm putting you through this. Alright. Well, you're right. Yeah, this was just my first time. I'm sorry once again. Gosh, I don't really talk to the people that I save much. Not that I'm saving you. Actually, you're the one saving me tonight. So that's nice. That's nice. No, you really are saving me. Well, you know, by letting me hide out here, but also by talking to me like this. It feels really nice to connect, actually. I live alone too, so we can totally bond over that. So why were you having trouble sleeping? Maybe you should get a pet. Yeah, I know, it is more responsibility and doesn't really solve the problem totally, so that makes sense. It's a really nice place that you have, though. And it seems like a shame to not be able to sleep in a bed that looks as expensive as that. How long will I be here? Let's see. It's still quite dark outside, and I feel like they will all go back to their hideout once the sun is coming up, so it might be a few more hours, if that's okay. If you need to go back to bed, please do that, and I'll leave. I will maybe in this way, but could I use your front door and leave? I think I just need to stay indoors for now. They're probably looking for me out in the streets. Are you sure? You don't have anything you need to wake up early for? You wouldn't have slept anyway. I'm so sad to hear that. I wish I could help. Is there anything I can do that might help? Do you want to talk about what's on your mind? I am a great listener. I am. Just try me. Tell me, what's been stressing you out? I think that this actually is me doing some superhero work. I could help you feel better, and I would still be doing my job. I'm listening. I would love to hear more. Tell me everything about that. No, it makes sense. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure if that's helpful, but yeah. It is hard. I can imagine. The world's changing so fast nowadays, and a lot of the life paths we were promised growing up just never really ended up happening quite that way. No one could have anticipated the way technology has advanced and the impact that has had on our social culture. Yeah, it's hard, I know. I agree. It's not boring. You can totally keep going. I promise. Wow. I would love to stay friends. We can keep checking in on each other and make sure the loneliness isn't getting out of hand. Are you flirting with me? That's fair. I was having some similar thoughts myself. Well, do you want to maybe lay down and see if that helps at all? We can do an experiment if the bed is really the problem to all of your insomnia. I'm a really good bed tester. I have high standards for my comfort coziness. I can totally help you. Let's see. Okay. I'll see